is because now we get to look at a video I want to react to. Alec Gunter, online leftist, right? Very important figure on the left, in my opinion. 9 days ago, prison break. I can only imagine why James is playing this game. Yeah, I need tips for how to break out of prison. But Alec Gunter, 9 days ago, uploaded the most vile transphobe I've ever debated. I am not kidding. This is really bad. So, the reason I want to go over this is because our first reaction video did really well, and I'm a grifter. Jokes aside, the reason I actually want to go over this is because, like, now that he's pretending to Mexico break out of Trump's border wall. Oh my god. Please stop. Please, Nesio. I'm trying to get into why I'm reacting to a trans debate for the pro-trans position, right? So in the last video, I didn't really get to argue in favor of trans people that much. I kind of just mentioned it in passing when talking about Matt Walsh being a little creepy boy, and it seems I at least want to make it clear very early on in my political, online career that I'm going to be having, I guess. The erect trans debates, but not YTBs? Yes, because trans debates serve value. They serve utility. YTPs are a dead art form that just aren't funny anymore. Anyway, the reason, again, is because a lot of anti-trans stuff is going on right now, and I do want to make more stuff in favor of trans people. And I'd like to give you all talking points of how to confront people who are transphobic out in public without looking like, a cringy little liberal who doesn't understand the world, but maybe one day they will, blah blah blah, right? So without further ado, Alec Gunter, let's hear the talking points. I will try to also explain like the rhetoric used here and see whether it's good or bad, in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get right into this shit. There's text on screen. Due to the nature of this debate, the latter half is heavily censored. I do support the LGBTQ. What? Nesio, don't lie. Don't lie in my chat. Alright. Let's turn down the game.
Because if you aren't replacing your population, if you're not having 2.1 births per capita, 2 to replace the parents, plus the occasional third child.
Oh, this is coming up, by the way.
What if I hold a woman down and forcibly
Hi, Beck.
impregnate her? Is that good?
Generally no.
Why not? Wait, generally? Wait, is there ever a situation where that's good?
And I'm not an expert on Sharia.
No, answer that question. I want to answer that question. Is there
No,
ever a
I'm
situation?
answering it. Okay. In times of war, you are allowed to take concubines, but you're supposed to treat them. You're supposed to treat
Yep,
them
morning,
well.
Beck.
Oh, you know why you're right.
Alright. We're getting into it now.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. And how about yourself?
Doing pretty good. Got some stuff done.
So we're getting into Woolly Rug Rider. Open a tab. Let's go. How you doing? Lurking? Nice. I hope you'll be here to at least listen to the talking points here on the trans debate, because trans people are oppressed and need all the support they can get. I hope to see y'all on the fucking streets protesting trans rights. I'm kidding, by the way. I know that's a big ask of you guys. Should I be in the Flat Earth VC? No. God, no. That's well beyond my expertise right now of explaining why they're dumb. Alright, anyway. So. They're going through the pleasantries right now of just like oh, how is your day going? And I'm hoping they get straight into Bloodsports. Oh, no work? Nice. Glad to hear that you didn't have to go to work today, because work is cringe. Let's finish this workout. Beck did not quit her job. Unless new pronouns drop for Beck, I am pretty sure Beck is a she.
Worked out. Good stuff. A little bit late to the stream, but better than I sometimes do, so I'm not going to complain. But let's cut right to it. So we basically got talking on, I want to say Twitter, after another...
KFC, what's up? Not much. We're just watching Alec Gunter debate a transphobe while we play this game. Alright. Yep. And Nesio, I did not quit my job or tell my boss to get bent. That would be really stupid. 4 viewers, nice. Farming, apply for the job. Okay, we'll figure out what to do here.
One of my genius viral posts went viral, and I basically put a comment underneath of that saying, because I'm trying to stay off of Twitter, so what I did was I put a comment underneath that saying, if you want to debate me, here's how to reach out to me, we can do it on my live stream, because I like making content out of it. So, here we are, and you want us to talk about autogynephilia, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and then is there...
Oh, sorry.
No, please, continue. Go ahead.
So before we get in this discussion, so I can have some background knowledge about, what position or what perspective you're speaking from, how would you, describe yourself politically? I know, you're the host of the show, but...
Of course. No, that's fair.
Asking the question.
No, that's fair. I should have started off with that. So I consider myself a progressive. You can call me a leftist, you can call me a liberal, I don't really care. But progressive would be the most proper term, I think. It's just the most encompassing. My policy is whatever makes, more people's lives better and fewer people's lives worse. So when I look at transgender issues, I used to be transphobic, right? I used to not like trans people because I would go on porn websites and I would look at the women's section and there would inevitably be trans women there and I'd be like...
Okay. Would you skip us to it? I love this game so much. How you doing, Flaming Fortune? Ah, Jesus, there's so much going on my stream right now. I have 5 viewers. Okay, what I want to get into... Okay, please stop. Yeah, apparently he's playing League of Legends. Okay, seriously though. Jesus. Drop. Pushing 911. Cool. Okay, I need to get brain back into focus. So, we're hearing the story of Alec Gunter right now. He used to be, I guess, he used to be transphobic, right? And he admits it, and he's like, hey, this was a really bad time for me, right? Where I just wasn't, I wasn't really understanding of trans issues at all. And it's whatever, right? To each their own. I was also Gunther, what a stupid Gunter, Alec Gunter. But the reason I say that, right, is because I too, at one point, was transphobic back in like Gamergate era. I wasn't like a full-on like, ew, they're gross and need to die or whatever. But I was one of those people who was like, this is kind of a bit weird, and why are we emphasizing like why are we emphasizing trans children, blah 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 blah. And I grew out of that because I'm not an idiot, right? It's pretty easy to see through that shit eventually. Okay, clip him saying he's transphobic. True, clip it. Even though I'm gonna upload this entire fucking VOD to YouTube anyway. Yeah, just clip me saying I'm transphobic, for real. And I'm just saying it's a relatable thing, right? To have at one point thought like, oh, this is weird. Why are we including kids? Blah 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 blah. And then you realize it wasn't you or anybody on the left and like bringing kids into this. It was almost always conservatives bringing kids into this. And it's very important to distinguish the difference sometimes. It's also a little like that because we're making kids become no, we are not. KFC. I fucking hate the parents. See, KFC, we can break you free from this. We can actually unironically break you free from this. No, the problem is they're not actually being made trans. You can't just choose to be trans, same way you can't choose to be gay, right? Like you're just, it's just the way you are when you're born, right? And what these parents are doing, if you'd like to actually know how this system of creating quote unquote trans kids works, is that a parent will notice their children have like so much, they will just constantly be fighting with their gender identity, and then like parents will be like, hey, I've noticed this weird pattern with my kid fighting like against their gender identity, can we please like do something about this? Right, so they go to a psychologist, and a psychiatrist who can diagnose medicine, and after months or even years of psychoanalysis, the fucking psychiatrist will determine, I don't look like Jesse McJuggernuggets? Oh my god, okay, anyway. They will go, after months or even years of psychiatric evaluation, they're like, hey, your kid actually shows symptoms of being trans, it's pretty fucking apparent your kid is trans. How about we try puberty blockers, since they're like prepubescent right now, just to delay whatever puberty they're in, so they have more time to decide if they want to be one way or the other. All right, or sorry, want is a weird word to use. Want is a very weird word to use. To decide if they identify one way or the other, and give them more time to figure themselves out. Because if you're a trans girl going through a male puberty, that's just gonna fuck you up and make you definitely dysphoric, right? There are parents that do everything, KFC, but they are a fucking minority. They are such a minority that you'd have to literally be looking for them. You have to literally look. You have to actively be searching them out in order to find them. And even then, it would be fucking difficult. Right? Most of them, like I said, will just be like, hey, my kid's showing signs of dysphoria, why don't I do something about that, right? By taking them to a psychiatrist. Yeah, all good. And again, I like informing people about this, because it's actually a really interesting thing. And once they are decided, you swap over to, what's it called? Yeah, of course. Once they swap over, by the way, once they swap over to, hormone blockers, once they swap from hormone blockers to, finally making their decision, they'll get on HRT. Also, this is a public match? It is not, but I can make it public and invite you. Right? And, anyway. Ooh, yeah. I can get you in there. Thing is, I'm gonna need the name and password to join. I didn't make a password. Because I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. True. Okay, we are getting so far off topic. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about, right? Here, I'll make it public right now. Okay, setting up the game, please. Wait, there you go. We're in public. Get on in, KFC. Oh my god, I can preemptively plant for my job time. That's crazy. This game is gay, Nessio? You're literally bi, Nessio. I don't want to hear it. Where do I put the plants? I love this game. I am so glad you do. But, holy shit, I am getting so distracted. I joined, but my... boom booklet brother has his GF over and they took over the basement. Ah. Elbozo. Yeah, okay. Please, for the love of God, let me focus on the game, guys. And the content at hand, because I am going to be uploading this to YouTube. Because our first video was a good grift because it worked. Flaming deserves VIP at least. Yes, Flaming will get VIP in just a bit, but he got me mod. Yep. Squidward is not okay. KFC, timeout Nessio for a short time, please, because he's kind of saying some real bad shit. Just like time out for a minute, please. Anyway, please, for the love of God, I want to get back on topic. So, right, we have this, let's say we have this 16, 17-year-old, right? I can't. Oh, you can't join? Okay, I'm done, sorry. Yeah, please. Oh, you can't time him out. Okay, so we have this, what do we call it? We have this teenager, like 17, 16 years old. Right? I can't time him out. Yeah, we have the 17, 16-year-old who is like, yeah, no, I'm on HRT right now. I'm pretty deep into it because I've already, you know, figured out who the fuck I am. Right? And now that I'm officially an adult, I've decided that through my own decision, I'm going to medically transition, or at the very least start socially transitioning out in public, blah blah blah. Right? And then all of a sudden we have trans people who have medically transitioned as well. Medical transitions, if you want to look into it, the earliest anyone has medically transitioned ever, I'm pretty sure was 17. And even then that was like under parents' permission, blah blah blah. Anyway. So it's a very complicated process, and I'm glad to inform people of it, because it is a complicated process. So anyway, back into the fucking debate, god damn it.
I don't like that, and then that's where my transphobia kind of came from. And so later on, I realized, wow, that's really fucking stupid, and I decided it doesn't matter what my porn preferences are. You know, people can identify the way. I basically had a better understanding of gender and sex and how transgender people operate day to day, which is just like the rest of us. They're just normal. They just want to live their lives.
No crossplay?
It just happens that their gender identity does not align with the sex that they were assigned at birth or the genitalia they were born with. You know, because we have gender. Without getting too far into the weeds, we have gender and we have sex. And gender is socially prescribed, and sex is medically prescribed. So there's a difference between like transgender versus transsexual. There's a difference between if you say you're a man versus male, you know, things like that. So I just believe that however people want to identify, you know, as in terms of gender, like I don't really care that much. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's not my life and it's not my body.
Okay, I see where you're. I used.
So far, actually good start for him saying, like, yeah, at one point I had seen things this way. I have changed my beliefs since looking at the evidence and realizing, like, you know, people should be able to live freely anyway. Right? I think that's pretty good rhetorically speaking to explain to it, like, whatever audience, by Beck, to explain to whatever audience is out there that, like, feels the same way about this. And I feel like it will be able to pull people over from whoever this guy's audience is, if he has one. Or at the very least, just get any hate watchers to, like, maybe come back around. Oh, I have KFC in here. Right. Franchise? No, not KFC. Hey, yo, I was unaware that I had game chat on. Yeah, I was watching debates. No, I was just playing it, and I turned on online because one of my friends wanted to join. I'm streaming. So yeah, so I apologize. I will have to, like, at the very least mute you, and then get on with just playing the game. Feel free to play though if you want. Okay, sorry about that. Oh man, very awkward. Squeaker joining my game. How do I get into my cell? Oh, it's over here. Alrighty. Wait, why do I have this in my desk? Okay, that was weird. I spawned with that in my desk. But anyway, so Alec Gunter, I think rhetorically does do this very well, right? I think what he's doing is very like rhetorically sound to explain like his prior beliefs and why they were wrong, rather than just sitting there like, oh, you're wrong because you're wrong, and I'm always right, blah blah blah. Like there are ways to do pro-trans arguments wrong, and I think it's very important to call out when they are there. But I think Alec Gunter knows what he's doing here. So when I'm done working out here, I'm gonna. Ah, damn. I couldn't swap to the next, I couldn't swap over the next fucking, I couldn't swap over or I couldn't fully complete my athletic, or whatever stat that is. I am so out of it right now.
Be a liberal myself. My birth name is Oliver. I converted to Islam. My new name is Ali.
Okay.
And my fundamental problem with transsexuality is that
Already off to a really bad start with this guy, because he's calling it transsexuality when that's not at all like what it is. It's we call it transgender for a reason, not transsex. Transsex doesn't exist, but he brings it up to give you the idea that people want to change their sex. Right, that these people think that you can change your biology or whatever. Right? It's the usual talking points from the right, and it does strike me as funny that he converted to Islam, because a lot of people who quote convert to Islam, not the people who are just like, you know, practitioners of faith. I don't know why specifically it's people who convert to Islam, but it is. They usually tend to be extremely reactionary individuals who just hold beliefs because like they think with an intuitive moral system rather than like, you know, one that is built off of a moral framework or one that's built off of years of thought and analysis. Nah, shit, I gotta go to my job. Let me go to my job, my friend. Because my plants are grown by now. Plant grown. And once I finish my job quota, for the next day, I mean, I will in fact be going to find the library to read some books. I want to quickscope kids Roblox, but at the same time I'm trying to chill out. Man, quickscope some children if you want. Chill out if you want. Read them, baby. Anyway, we're just planting the we're planting for the next job quota that comes up for the next job time, I mean. And it's already like off to a really bad start, like I said. This guy's opening statement, I mean.
it's abnormal. When you see a woman or a man dressed up as a woman walking down the street, or a woman dressed up as a man walking down the street.
Already wrong as well if you are based like me and use the self-ID model, because it wouldn't be a woman dressed as a man walking down the street. It would just be a man walking down the street. And even then, femboys are pretty cool, chat. I'll keep it a stack with you. As much of like weird bottoms they are, I think femboys are allowed to be around. They're allowed to kick it and chill. They're pretty based. You know what I mean? Exercise time. God damn it. I'll just show up because I'm already done reading. Because I need to start reading. Alright. Where is the library so I can learn? I want to get smarter, brain. I want to get to 100 intellect, please. Here we are. Okay. Okay, anyway.
You see mental illness. You see...
What about it is mental illness?
It's a mental illness Because it's not normal.
What's normal?
Because
Wait, things that aren't normal are mental illness now? First off, not only do you have to define normal in that context, now you also have to, like, now you also have to be subjected to easy layups in terms of counter arguments with that, right? Like, one example, I'm trying to think. So he said something that isn't normal is mental illness. So let's say you're someone who I think a lot of people for some reason, right, including myself, I will be included in this because I do it as well. When I brush my teeth, I cannot put that toothbrush to my mouth unless that toothpaste is wet from under the sink. Like, I have to spray water at least for like a quick second, you know. I have to hold the toothbrush under the water. Some people, on God, yeah, some people just go in dry. Some people go in dry with the toothpaste. And now it serves zero difference. They're both, in my opinion, right, they're both perfectly fine to do. He would have to say, but one isn't quote-unquote normal, right, in certain contexts. Like, people would consider that to be abnormal. So would that be mental illness, or would it just be like someone who doesn't feel like getting their toothbrush wet? It falls flat on its face. It really does fall flat on its face every single time.
God has prescribed for
Which is
the
what?
right, which is that there are two genders, male and female.
Why should I care what God has to say on the subject?
Wait, even him saying that there are two genders is wrong, because gender isn't a binary, it's bimodal, in which the majority of people are, you know, male or female, right, at birth, or assigned male or female at birth, but we do have, like, at least 1% of the US population that is intersex, right? Which is a variety of categories, whether they're born with XXY chromosomes, maybe they're born with both pairs of genitalia, maybe they're born with female characteristics, but are born with male chromosomes, you know? Like, there's so much shit to get into with intersex people, which is why it's bimodal, I would consider, and not, like, not binary. So the two gender thing, automatically wrong. Even scientists have already like conceded that male and female male and female category classification isn't the only classification for in terms of sex even. So so even then there are two sexes, but you know it's also thank you for still sticking around, Woolly Rug Rider. So even in that regard, I was saying, right? Even in that regard, like, sex isn't binary, so saying there's only male and female is just, like, scientifically incorrect. Give me that soda, bitch.
Because history shows that societies that respect God are successful. If you look at Saudi Arabia, they're the richest country.
Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure that, like, they'll lynch you for being gay in the street.
Wait. I think I just... My brain cells fried for a split second there. What did he say?
Saudi Arabia, they're the richest country. It shows that societies that respect God are successful. If you look at Saudi Arabia...
Societies that respect God are successful? Dude, there's so much wrong with this. What? So not only do you have to unpack what is defined as successful or respecting God, but you also have to account for literally anything else that, or any other country that isn't, you know, that. Dinner time. God damn it. So any country that is successful and doesn't believe in God would just completely destroy him, which I'm pretty sure does exist. Oh, hi. How you doing, K. Strumman? Good for you, man. I'm just trying to get it. I was trying to get to dinner. I'm trying to get to dinner. Where is the dinner table? Hi. Sorry about that. Father came in to ask why I haven't slept when I have. I got like an hour of sleep in. Where is the kitchen? Male? Female? No, I'm a croissant. See, now we're getting back into 2016 talking points. We're getting into like 2016, like attack helicopter. Like there's a difference between a classification of vertibird over here, and I guess like a gender identity. I don't know why the conflation of the two when there's a clear distinction between gender identity and there's a clear distinction between gender identity and I don't know, being a fucking penguin, as Piers Morgan once said, right? Oh, I'm a two-spirit penguin. Fucking British people. We need to get into why British people suck at one point. So, like, all of this is so wrong, man. Like,
yeah, they're the richest country.
Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure that, like, they'll lynch you for being gay in the street. I don't consider that a very good country to live in. I like having sexual freedom.
true teeth.
They're one of the richest countries in the world.
I don't care.
The lowest crime rate.
Do you think that, like, their average citizen sees that wealth?
Ooh, this is great rhetorical strategy here. He's now going to explain why. He's now asking the question of, do you think that the average Saudi Arabian citizen even gets to partake in all this amazing wealth, right? That you're saying is like making the country great. Because what good is a country's wealth if the citizens in said country can't enjoy even a sliver of it, you know? And I think it's actually a great rhetorical strategy to go against, what's it called? To go against, you know, these, to go against people like this, because they're conflating wealth of a country to wealth of the citizens who live in said country. I was about to take like a major L there. Oh, I forgot to read. But yeah, no, it's actually hilarious. Or it's actually really good, sorry. I was thinking of something else being hilarious.
Anyway. Saudis at my master's.
I'm sure you have, but like if you were to pull up the statistics right now, how many Saudis do you think have like above $100,000 income? I think it's most of them. Exactly, not very many. So, like I said, most of the people there don't even see that wealth. So this is a null argument already.
Well, the thing is, you know, I'm a Maoist myself. Okay. You know, I believe in Islam, but also politically I see that, you know, you're right. There's a problem of the hoarding of wealth, which, you know, if you look at Saudi Arabia, it's a massive advancement over what we have in the West. It's not perfect.
Okay, but again, to stay on point though, your argument was, look at Saudi Arabia, they don't like the transes and they're doing great economically because look at their GDP. To which I responded, the average person doesn't see that. So do you value people like, you know, their version of whatever Elon Musk?
Yeah, wait, first off, why does Leslie look like Karl Marx? And secondly, I need to go back like 10 seconds because I missed a lot of that.
Great, economically, because look at their GDP. To which I responded, the average person doesn't see that. So do you value people
covered up
like,
both,
you know, their version of whatever Elon Musk is or Jeff Bezos? Do you value them having that much money over the people they're having sexual and freedom of presentation?
Well, I'm sorry, can you please restate that?
So, what I said was, you said that look at Saudi Arabia and how well they're doing financially, correct? Economically.
Yes, they're doing very good economically. They're also doing very good culturally.
Sure, but let's stay on economic because that was your argument. So my counter argument to that was, now you have to explain why you value like just money and exactly.
Well, I mean, look at the U.S. We live in a highly liberal society where, you know, in some states you can cut your kid's penis off at 16.
That's not true.
Again, I told you guys earlier, the youngest we've seen was like one 17-year-old with the parents' permission, and after months and years of fucking psychiatric evaluation to determine that they are trans, that this is the best course of action, or that this is the best course of action for. And I encourage anybody to look this up. Anyway, moving on while I run the roll call.
Also have a lot of.
That's not true, by the way. You just said a lie.
We're
That was a lie that you just said.
live in a
You
very
just lied.
society. Whatever 18 or 21.
Just
Right.
so it's on the record that do you have any evidence of like parents being allowed to chop their kids' penises off at 16? Can you show me any cases?
You know, trying to
Okay, who was
glorify
it?
You know, I'd have to do regardless.
Trying to glorify it? What? Okay, what's the point then?
It was
Get
called
to
like
your point.
trans adolescent. The bottom line is that. Hello?
I'm there.
Oh, okay. I heard like another voice in the background.
Might be my fiance.
Oh, okay. Well, the bottom line is that there's a high level of wealth equality here in the U.S.
I take
and
the
we're
rat.
also a
His name
much
is
more
Jeffrey.
liberal society than Saudi Arabia.
There's a higher what? Sorry. Higher wealth inequality?
There's higher or equal wealth inequality here in the U.S.
That's correlation without causation.
Okay, so we have I don't know who Alec Gunter is debating here, but the guy with the deeper voice here is Alec Gunter. Painted box. I don't know why I want that, but I want it. And I want to give you a gift, Leslie. I will give you milk. Because I beat up Leslie earlier and I feel kind of bad about it. Leslie looks like Karl Marx. Just a little bit, chat. Just a little bit.
First of all, and second of all, I don't even know if that's true, but that's correlation without causation.
Well, we can both agree that both of the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Keep in mind, Saudi Arabia is not even the only country with Sharia. There's countries like Afghanistan, which are building economic relations with the People's Socialist Republic of China, that are doing very well. Malaysia is doing very well.
You said China's doing well? Have you seen the living conditions for like the average?
Okay, now he's gonna bring up why China is somehow doing good economically. That's great. Deliver paperclip to Leslie. Alright. I'm glad we get to help out Leslie even more. Never mind, we don't, actually, because we gotta run to our job. Wait, I don't have... Wait, I can't do anything. Hello? We're gonna hit quit real quick. Because we couldn't interact during job time and that was kind of cringe.
Chinese person?
Oh yes, I had a Chinese tutor. She lived in a very nice apartment, you know.
And now, oh my god, I forgot to mention this earlier. This guy uses anecdotes instead of like empirical evidence because, again, there is no evidence that the average Chinese person is living comfortably when there are sweatshops in China. Alright? Where's Karl Marx? Alright.
not great.
Okay, that's your Chinese tutor. But, like, well, when you say not great, do you mean, like, my point is, the average Chinese person is not living in, like, extravagant wealth. At best, they're, like, below average compared to an American.
Right.
That's my understanding. I would have to research more of that. But again, like, I don't see what that has to do with people's sexual freedom. I don't understand, like, the comparison here. Or, like, their freedom of expression.
Well, the bottom line is that if you're a man who wants to take hormones and pump silicone into your chest and make...
Again, wrong. It would be a woman doing so. And in fact, if it was someone who was born a woman and just wanted to get some bigger tits, you know this guy would be perfectly fine with it. Because they're okay with gender affirming care if it's in relation to your quote unquote biological sex.
Women do?
Inside. Well, yes, that's wrong too. That's wrong too. I will agree that a woman altering herself, altering her body.
Okay, but just to be clear.
Oh, never mind. He is okay with like forcing women to not get bigger tits. But would he be okay with penis enlargement surgery? Would he be okay with, like, you know, men using testosterone, even though that, like, gets rid of their natural immunity or whatever the fuck they want to say about it? I don't like the fact that I'm eating the plants. Fuck. I am thinking really hard right now. I guess I'll take the rope out of my inventory, stuff that, and check my, there we go. My intelligence is not 100. Let's fix that. Oh yeah, exercise time then shower time. Ow. No, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I wanted to just zoom. I wanted to go zoom. Whoa. Now we hide. We hide and we watch the video. Nice. Perfect time to read. I was not paying attention at all.
You're against both men and women doing that, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's not an argument against, so that's a different argument then. That's not an argument against trans people. That's just an argument against silicone injections, which is a completely off-topic argument, so.
Well, I'm against all forms of body modification.
Like glasses? I wear glasses. Should I get rid of them?
Well, that's not a modification of the inside of your body.
The inside of my body, okay. How about a knee replacement?
A knee replacement? Well, that's meant, I guess I should clarify. I'm against any kind of, as a Muslim, we are supposed to be against any kind of unnecessary,
A knee replacement is not necessary. You can live without a knee replacement.
But it physically, your knee is something that you physically need
Get a wheelchair.
to get around.
Get a wheelchair. No body modifications. That sounds like pussy shit to me. Why would you say that it's fine for people to get knee replacements? You just told me that you are fundamentally against people doing things inside of their body that are not medically necessary. I don't consider a knee replacement medically necessary.
Well,
For the purposes of this conversation. Huh? Who disagrees with me?
The scholars of Sharia, who after the revolution would run the United States, would disagree with you.
Okay, I don't care what they say.
Okay, so Alec is doing really good right now on this. Alec is doing really fucking good here. He's basically hitting him with the, if you truly believe this, then why are you, if you truly believe that medical modifications that are unnecessary are bad, why would you need a knee replacement, dude? Just be in a wheelchair. Right? Because I know it sounds stupid, and that most people would try to intuitively argue it, but again, it's because without a proper ethical framework, you just make up shit. You literally just make up reasons to hate things, and you post hoc justify your hate for them, essentially. Post hoc justification is coming to the conclusion first, for anybody curious about that. The definition of post hoc justification is when you literally start from the conclusion and then work backwards to defend it. And that's what this loser is doing. This El Bozo, like this big nerd.
You don't have to care what they say. I'm telling you my perspective. That we should have.
Okay, I'm not asking about the scholar's perspective. I'm asking about yours. So,
Yes,
your perspective.
Oh, this is great as well. Because what this guy is doing is just constantly deferring to experts, quote unquote, on the issue when he's like, I don't care about am I debating them right now or am I debating you? Which is also great rhetorical strategy. Because, you know, when you make the people address their own arguments and defend their own arguments without deferring to authority on it, right? All of a sudden, they look a lot worse than they actually would have been if they knew what the fuck they were talking about. That being said, I find it goofy, funny, haha, that this is even a conversation being had right now, because, like, none of the points made have been substantiated even slightly.
Is that we should have a society ran by a communist party of Islamic scholars.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting into Socratic method right now? Ooh, Socratic method is gonna be awesome. For those who don't know, the Socratic method is basically getting to the bottom of someone's first principles or their axioms. And you basically tell them, like, hey, so why is this a belief that you have? Why is this something that you talk about, right? Why is it that you believe what you are saying? God, I am so fucking out of it right now. In terms of the game.
I mean, I'm fine with, like, you know, communism as a concept, but why specifically, like, Muslim communists?
Because Islam is the correct religion. If you look at Christianity, it's allowed itself to be hijacked by the Jews and by Zionism.
Why? God, why have you done this to me? Lord, why have you forsaken me? Lord, why have you forsaken me? You have corrupted yourself with the Jews and Zionists. Holy fuck, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Unironically, like one of the most brain dead takes I've gotten so far. No. Let me... No! Fuck, I need to stop. Because one thing I've noticed that I keep doing in these videos that I've only made 2 of so far, counting this one, is I keep either going way off topic over some stupid tangent I want to fill because I'm ADHD as fuck, or I just like get too distracted by chat or something else like this game and just don't actually end up addressing the points. And then, like, don't even click play on the video when I need to. So, I'm gonna shut up and play the video now.
What do you mean the correct religion?
It is the religion that is factually correct, but...
Factually correct.
Let's keep it from an atheistic perspective. Let's just say...
Oh, you see that? That's slippery. Okay, this is some slippery shit. This motherfucker is a slippery little cunt, alright? What he was doing there, what he did there just now, was divert tension away from the dumb fucking point he made from his intuition, because he said that without thinking a single time. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. That man did not think about what he was saying at all. Alright, not a single time did he fuck. Not a single... I don't think at a single moment this guy has been, like, serious. In any regard. Or at least serious enough to make defensible points. Right? And it's funny because, like, the moment he says some dumb fuck thing, you heard Alec jump on it, right? Because that's what you do when you're, you know, rhetorically gifted. You sit there and you're like, wait, did you just say that Islam is a factually correct religion? Because any reasonable person will be like, no, that's a dumb point. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I'll defend that, but I'd like to keep it, a secular argument, because obviously I don't want to defend my points via religion only. The reason he does this, if taken in good faith, is you know, he wants to, if you take this, like, or if you take this as him being, like, good faith with it or whatever, which he obviously isn't based on, you know, the points being argued here. Hi! Someone in the background, sorry. But, what's it called? Basically, if you take it with, as much, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Ah, damn it, it's when you, if you give as much of it as possible to somebody, right? When you're taking their words into consideration for what, it's basically you take their words into consideration for what they mean when they say things, instead of, charitability, sorry, with charitability. If you give this guy max charitability, you're like, oh, he would defend that point on another day, but it just doesn't fit the discussion, right? And he'd like to keep it secular, because obviously Alec Gunter is himself an atheist. So it makes a lot of sense why he would want to argue from this perspective. But in reality, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with everybody in chat right now. The reason he did that was to get away from the fact that he said some stupid shit, which was that Islam is objectively, factually correct. Because Alec could literally just ask for proof and watch this motherfucker just flounder around trying to find evidence why his religion is actually real. Because there isn't any. Like, that's the whole reason that like, Christian debates and religious debates aren't really my thing. It's not that, like, I can't debate the issue, right? I would love to debate the issue. But, the problem with debating on religion is that gods are non-falsifiable. Because, you know, none of us are able to go die and then come back to check real quick. You know what I mean? And even if we could, we couldn't bring any equipment to empirically prove that we are in fact in an afterlife. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to empirically prove or disprove that there is a God. So when I say it's non-falsifiable, I mean that. And it's the one thing that leaves like religious zealots, such as, you know, Ben Shapiro and other people like smug about it, is because they know that you're not able to falsify God. Like, you can't prove God doesn't exist, and that's what that's how they know they can get away with it. 70 plus, what do we got? Super whip, super metal baton. A multi-tool, yeah, multi-tool is pretty cool, but I don't want to do it. Grappling hook weapon. Durable contraband pouch tool. Yep, anyway. Back into the video, because that was a really dumb argument made that he wanted to just hide behind secularism.
It's off topic, so. Alright, factual.
Wait, what?
Perspective. Let's just say it doesn't matter if it's
your
on
brain
this show
about
or not.
that, but it's off topic, so. Alright, factually correct. So, but you're going to stick with the atheist perspective for my sake, yes?
Okay, let's keep for, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't
Okay.
devolve into an argument about faith.
Sure.
If you look at Christian society, the United States is a slave of Israel. Europe is a slave of Israel.
I mean, I wouldn't say slave, but we certainly...
Oh, God. And this is why I say that a lot of these people who are on the conservative side of politics end up being, like, straight up fucking Nazis without any doubt in my mind. They are literal Nazis. Like, they would seek Heil back in the 1940s if they were around for it, is my genuine belief, unironically. If given the opportunity, every conservative on the planet would rather murder marginalized people than just, like, be wrong and admit that they're wrong. Anyway. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. When we're done with this job time, I will be moving into the debate further. I just God, I'm so scatterbrained when it comes to content like this, and I hate it a lot. I wish I would have done this late tonight, but I work a graveyard shift tonight at my job. But hey, before we get further, I'd like to do the shameless plug of the night. If you like my opinions, which you probably won't if you're a loser, right? You should totally come on down to twitch.tv/JamesWithAZ _ instead of spaces, where I am live every single day that I can, right? Every day that I am given the opportunity to stream, and I'm not like straight up like going through a depressive episode, I will stream. It'll be fucking awesome. We play video games for the most part, but I want to start diverting into politics, because, you know, I want to grift. I'm obviously joking about the grift part, but, like, yeah, I do want to make more political content, because it is a hyperfixation of mine, and I do like talking about the issues, since, you know, these things are complicated, and I want people to get better opinions on the matter. and I think I can be a great way of this can be a great way of teaching people. Right? So why don't you stop on twitch.tv/JamesWithAZ, where we're live every single day. If you're on my Twitch and not understanding what I'm talking about right now, you can go to my YouTube channel, James with a Z. Isn't that awesome? That's pretty cool. We're doing dual shit today. That's gonna be pog. Now, let's get into the video.
Enable them, yes.
So Christianity itself is so weak, it's allowed itself to get supplanted by Jews and Judaism.
Wait, wouldn't that make Judaism the stronger religion? Even in his own logic of like Christianity's weak and got taken over by Judaism, by his logic, Judaism would be the stronger religion. What? So not only are they just wrong, they're stupid and can't argue their points. This is a big L for conservatism, yet again. Or just reactionary beliefs in general, I'll say. So I can stop being like, ew, conservative, because I'm pretty sure this guy is more than a conservative based on the anti-Jew takes right now.
I see. How does this work?
Well, if you just look at look at how much U.S. dollars are given to aid in Israel. Look at how many Christians have been brainwashed into thinking that by believing in Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, they have to support the terroristic, genocidal state of Israel.
Well, they might believe that, but...
Oh god, he's one of these guys who weaponizes the Israel-Palestine conversation and turn it into, like, why I hate the Jews, and he's making... People like this make it hard for me, as a leftist, specifically. Right? Because when they argue these dumb fuck takes about why the Jews are actually, like, really gross and stingy with their money, but also they're gross and I don't like them. When they do shit like this, right, it makes me look bad for arguing in favor of, you know, Palestine not being ethnically cleansed. From a proper, like, I support Jewish people standpoint, because I do. I love Jewish people. You know what? You know what? I'll quote Jesse Lee Peterson. I love all people. I love all people. All right? And because I love all people, I argue in favor of Palestinians not being ethnically cleansed. But now, I digress. I am so focused on the game right now, it's not even funny.
It's not necessarily true. I have Christian friends who don't believe that, and they're still Christian, yes?
There are Christians who don't believe that.
So then that's not fundamental to being
that
Christian.
Christianity, as an ideology, is not strong enough to resist
Right, this
Jewish,
also has red key.
manipulation.
And Islam is...
Islam it's much harder to manipulate Islam.
What are the Jews doing that you don't like? What are the Jews doing?
Well, they have the state of Israel, which is killing Muslims, which is horrible. They are...
I agree, but that's not a Christian thing, that's an Israel thing.
Yeah, that is kind of like an Israel thing. Rope, duct tape, razor blade, paper clip. I don't even know what method I want to use to break out of prison yet. So I will leave it up to chat while I continue with the video.
I'm sorry.
And just kind of vibe.
Israel thing. Israel's a nation state. They're not a religious institution. They're a country.
But so I'm ethnically part Jewish. I've been to synagogues. They integrate the state of Israel into their religious beliefs. In their prayer, before the service ends, they say, we commemorate everyone who died in the Shoah, Hebrew for Holocaust, and died in the support of the state of Israel. When you go to the Jewish version of Sunday school, you pitch in $1 that they give to the state of Israel. They pass around a little blue box. That's the lie that they push, that Judaism has nothing to do with Zionism. There are some Jews, some Hasidic Jews, that reject Zionism, but the vast majority of Jews, over 90%, support the state of Israel.
I don't even think it's true that the vast majority of Jews support the state of Israel. But also, this was supposed to be an indictment on Christianity. Are you saying that, like, this Jewish cabal that you speak of is, like, enticing and luring the feeble-minded Christian into a lulled state of security so that, like, they can inject their... Like, what are you getting at here? What are the Jews doing
that's
that
exactly
you don't
what I'm
like?
getting at. You pretty much hit the nail on the head.
So what
Right
are
there with
specific...
that.
So you said feminism. What about feminism? So the Jews are pushing feminism onto Christians, right? This is your
They
words.
push abortion. They push
They
Planned
push abortion.
Parenthood.
So what's wrong with all this stuff? What is it?
Well, if you look
I
at
like
abortion, people like to talk about the Holocaust.
I also love this. I love this from Alec Gunter. He is essentially making this guy admit to the shit he said right now, like fess up on this shit like really hard. Because if you don't hold them to the point, they're just gonna dance around it like a sombrero. What do you mean get moving? I already... So confused. Wait, where's the... Where's the weapon? Where's the trowel? Where's the trowel, chat? Oh shit. I'm gonna save my game before I quit. That was not my bed. Alright, fuck.
6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. But they don't talk about our Holocaust, which is called Planned Parenthood.
Oh no, he's doing the Is he about to do like the Black Hebrew Israelite shit, or is he about to go down the Kanye route, like Candace Owens route of like, if you really care about black people, why do you want them aborting so much? Wah, 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 wah. When it's just like a pro-freedom thing to want people to have the option to abort or not abort. I don't know, it's just really weird.
Well, how's that a Holocaust?
Have been killed in the womb. You know, the most dangerous place for a black... I'm not even black, by the way. The most dangerous place in America for a black baby is his mother's womb. That's where his life is most likely to end.
Why should I care? He's not a baby yet. He's a fetus.
I mean...
I don't even consider his life to be up to have begun.
Why shouldn't I just go around killing elderly people in nursing homes?
Because that's murder, and I don't like that. That's taking away people's freedoms. I don't consider a fetus a person. I've had this argument many times. I didn't think we'd go here, but like, you have to convince... Notice how when it comes to something he can very easily argue, right? When it comes to something that he can, like, actually make an argument for. Which is, wait, baseball man from Jody. Wait. Jody, okay. Do I have to beat up Jody for it? No. Okay, anyway, notice how the moment he's able to argue abortion, he's perfectly willing to change topics to abortion. But earlier, it was the whole, yeah, I could argue that Islam is the perfect, like, correct religion, but I'm just not going to.
need to drop it. I need to drop it. I need to drop it. Don't take my quest item. Don't take my quest item. Thank God. Can I drop it off to him while being carried? No. I don't want to wait all the way till... God damn it, I didn't want to wait till roll call, because now he's gonna run. Oh man. I just want to finish this debate, honestly. I am not too into this game anymore. I realize from playing right now. That's just like not hitting as hard.
That a fetus is a person before I give it any credence or any
You know, I used to think the way you
consideration for rights.
You're right. I mean, you're not right, but I'm listening to you. You know, I used to think the way you thought. I used to be a liberal. I used to be okay with Planned
And
Parenthood.
I used to be conservative, but go on.
But,
Funny little, you know.
my own religion, Islam, simply says that life begins at conception. It's, unlike Christians, I can understand why you can argue, because no one in the Bible can say life begins at conception. But there are actually hadiths about this, and hadiths are narrations about the life of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hadiths specifically about this subject, that life does begin at conception.
Okay.
And for me, as an Islamic fundamentalist, that should be the standard.
Okay, I don't care.
I can't craft it.
So tell me a little bit.
I don't have the
Move from thinking,
I don't have the blueprint for it.
From thinking that abortion was wrong to moving to thinking abortion was not wrong.
Well, in all honesty, I had to have help my ex-girlfriend. So, you know, that was kind of the catalyst. Although she already was, like, opposed to me on the abortion thing because I was perfectly pro-life back then. And so, you know, I accidentally got her pregnant because we didn't use very good protection. And then I helped pay for her abortion. So that was kind of the point where I went through a very tumultuous mental struggle after that over the course of, like, more than a year. And finally I came out on the other side and I told myself, you know, and I know that this sounds like I'm justifying it to myself, and perhaps that's true. But I don't really care. Like, to me, it's a matter of personal freedom over your own body, and also the fact that a fetus does not deserve the same rights as the rest of us, or more rights, is what you're saying, because I cannot attach myself to a woman's uterus and then for 9 months and feed off her. I'm not allowed to do that. A fetus is, though, and you want to protect their right to do that. Why?
Because if you allow abortion, if you allow feminism, if you allow these demons...
Ooh, actually, wait. I had to think on that for a minute. Right? It is kind of like asking for more rights than us humans, because, yeah, you technically speaking, like, here's an argument I want to present you guys with in favor of abortion that you can use in your own conversations if you'd like, you know, one of these days, if you ever get into a debate somehow, or you end up like running into a pro-lifer on the street or something, and you just really want to speak your mind, because that does happen sometimes. Let's say you were driving drunk, right? You were being a bit of a dumbass and you were driving drunk. And now, as a result, you have crashed your vehicle into someone else, right? And they, on the verge of death, were attached to you. They were attached to you, right? Like, surgically attached by the doctors in order to keep that person alive. Now, they say if you can just keep with this guy, right? He can live. But if not, he dies. Are you legal? Should you be legally obligated to keep this guy alive by having him attached to you? Because abortion is the same exact thing. They're attached to you, but should you be allowed, or like, should you be forced by law to keep these people like attached to you, essentially, to live? Now, see, my answer is, since I like freedom, you know, freedom is pretty based. My answer to that question is, of course, they shouldn't be allowed to be attached to that person. You know, why would we ever be like pro freedom, but then like decide that some people just deserve to be impugned for actions that they couldn't really that they could have avoided, I guess, but even if they didn't avoid said consequences, I don't think they should be impugned to spend months of their life attached to someone if they don't want to. I don't know, it's a thing, you know? And it is a question that helps better get to the root of people's axioms, right? Like, the thing is with men arguing abortion as well. Sorry to liberal id pull for a minute, but yeah, the problem with men arguing abortion sometimes is exactly what you heard here, where they just completely miss the point because they wouldn't know what it's like to have someone attached to them. You know what I mean? The way the woman knows what it's like to have someone literally attached to them. I mean, if you have a Siamese twin, would you kill the Siamese twin? Even? I think that's a better way to go about it. Let's say you're born with a Siamese twin. Would it be immoral to ask, since you control the majority of your body, to have that twin removed? If it meant that you get to live a more comfortable life? I think you should be able to. Because you didn't do anything wrong here. Like, you didn't deserve to have this person attached to you. Bro's just Mr. Plunger. He has 3 plungers. But yeah, I don't think you should be impugned for wanting to remove your Siamese twin.
If you allow abortion, if you allow feminism, if you allow these deviant ideas into a society, you end up with a lower birth rate. You know, Israel has a birth rate.
Wait. Why do I care? Why do I care?
You care because if you become a country like South Korea, which has a birth rate of something ridiculously low, like 0.7 births per women, you will go extinct after enough generations. There will be no more.
I'm alive. Yeah. What do you mean you will go extinct? You mean like the human race?
Your nation, your tribe, whatever ethnic group you descend from, if it does not have...
I don't care about the ethnic group I descend from. I'm part German and part Irish, and I'm all American, and I live in America, and I live for my fiance, and I'm going to have kids at some point in the future, and that's what I live for. I don't live for my nation.
If you
Great counter, actually. Great counter of just, like, why should I care that my race is gonna be extinct? Because it is the race abolitionist take, and race abolitionism is pretty cringe. Sorry, pretty base. Why did I say cringe? Race abolitionism is based, because then we all look the same at some point, and therefore racism can't really happen, because we all look the same. Like, racism will stop one day when we all have the same skin color, with slight variation, to be like, ha, that person is like 0.2% darker than me, el bozo. Like, it's just not gonna work. Huh. Apparently, no guards come in here. and I could just dig. Let me check. How far would I have to go out? So one, if I dig, let's say right here, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. So I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like about 11, 12 out. I would go about 11 or 12 out with my digging. That would be pretty easy out. And because I'm not really caring too much how I escaped said prison the first time, that can work out. So if anything, I'm gonna take some materials right now. My desk. Sorry. Tool handle. Shovel. If I can get my hands on some, aluminum right there and keep my duct tape. Yeah, I'll start digging during dinner time and I'll buy some aluminum from a nearby shop because I've been doing quests to get some money along the way. I think we'll just dig out first time and then, you know, try a couple other methods after we escape the first time. Like, on my own time, because I don't want to... I really want to finish this YouTube video. Anyway.
1 births per capita. What you live in will go extinct after 100 years.
Why?
Nice.
Just mathematically. Because
I don't
if you're
care.
not replacing your population, if you're not having 2.1 births per capita, 2 to replace the parents, plus the occasional third child to keep it going.
What if I hold a woman down and forcibly impregnate?
Refreshing the lurk. Nice. Thank you, Woolly Rogue Rider, for sticking around for so long, by the way. Appreciate you.
Generally, no.
Why not? Wait, generally? Is there ever a situation where that's good?
And I'm not an expert on Sharia.
No, answer that question. I want an answer to that question. Is there ever a situation? Okay.
In times of war, you are allowed to take concubines, and but you're supposed to treat them. You're supposed to treat them well.
Oh, while you're right. But you're still keeping them.
It's
Wait.
very complicated.
While you're them, right. But you're still keeping them.
Oh, he's okay with... Wow. Chat, give me a second. That dude is okay with rape. Sorry, it's trigger warning or whatever, but this guy is okay with rape. Let me go back on that.
Okay.
Sharia.
No, answer that question. I want an answer to that.
Nah. Yeah, Phaser. Exactly. This guy that I'm watching a debate on is okay with rape. And then, like, this is so weird. Alec, I don't know how you keep your cool in a debate like this. I would love to maybe one day have a convo with you about how the hell you keep your cool like that. Because what the hell did I just hear? Let's hear that again.
Wait, generally, is there ever a situation where that's good?
Wait.
It's the occasional third child to keep it going.
What if I hold a woman down and forcibly impregnate her? Is that good?
Generally, no.
Why not? Wait, generally, is there ever a situation where that's good?
Generally, he said, it is bad to force a woman down and R-word her. We gotta love that. Also, never played this prison before. It's the, how do I check what prison is? That, generally. Yeah, that man said generally. Nah. Sorry, this, Phaser, just for context here, we were playing this as, like, basically background noise. We're playing this game as basically background noise for a, reaction to a political debate on trans. Yeah, Kapow Camp. Yeah, Kapow Camp. It's on trans issues, and this guy's talking about like why Sharia is based or whatever. I don't know. He's talking about why Sharia is based.
And I'm not an expert on Sharia.
No, answer that question. I want an answer to that question. Is there
No,
ever a
I'm
situation?
answering it. Okay. In times of war, you are allowed to take concubines.
We are pro-trans here. We are leftists. In fact, I'm a commie. You know, I'm a libertarian socialist, much like our Lord and Savior Vosh. we did a reaction the other day actually on why or on someone saying that Vosh is like inherently wrong. It was a right winger, obviously, but like it's whatever. We are pro trans here. I'm limited on education, so a libertarian socialist. Just yes or no, really. I am pro trans. Yes, trans people are cool. I like them. Some of them are cute too. Sad part is I can't really like the lifestyle that I want to or the life I want to live. It's just it wouldn't be yeah. It's not even that I don't mind them. I think they're pretty cool and they deserve to chill around. I need to know beforehand though. Yeah, exactly. The reason I would also need to know beforehand is because well I want to have kids one day. It's just a thing. I want to have at least one biological child with the person I love, and I just it wouldn't be possible, you know. It wouldn't be possible with a trans woman at the moment. One day, science will be cool enough to make trans pregnancy viable. But until then, I'm just kind of stuck, you know. I'm just kind of stuck waiting for science to evolve to that level. That was weird thing is if I'd be able to ask a trans woman, they'd have a if they used to have it, you know. Yeah, no, it's a very rough question to ask, right? Like super rough question to ask, right? Because it's hard to just like straight up right off the gate like, hey, are you trans? Right? But I think if you get to know somebody before you have sex with them, you would already be like able to talk about your opinions on gender identity in the first place, because to not be able to talk about that beforehand is kind of already cringe. Can't believe this quest is impossible for me to do because I just don't have a blueprint for the super sock mace. It's not even about whether or not they're a cool person for me. It's about like it's about they're free to do what they wish, right? Right? It's just like I don't even know. It's a whole thing, right? I know how you can do the quest. Yes. How do I do it? Please. I want to be able to do it. Go back to screen. Okay. Because the super sock mace, I just can't craft it. Unless, yeah, it's just right here. Wait, have you got your ads? Oh, let me go grab them real quick. Here, I'll go to bed while you're typing and get into it a bit more. Because we are so far from the actual topic, that's not even funny. Okay, so click on the items, I think. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, that works. Oh my god, thank you! That does work. Okay, you're actually really cool. Thank you. With super sock mace. Yeah, thank you. I forgot about that. That's actually really good. I had to beat up Hillary. Hey yo, no problem. Appreciate you.
Fines. And but you're supposed to treat them. You're supposed to treat them well.
Oh, while you're.
So you're supposed to treat them well while you're holding them down and forcefully impregnating them. Dude, you gotta love this guy. What a lovely individual, right? this guy is so lovely. Alright, let's go around the long way to food. Around the long way to food. I am picking up the pace. Now I need to be able to beat up Hillary during free time when there's no one around. Anyway, so yeah, that's a weird take already from this motherfucker that it's okay to essay people and forcefully impregnate somebody so long as you treat them well. I don't know where all that came from, but for you guys, I hope you have a wonderful night in this non-suspicious noir alleyway whilst I forcefully inject you with my semen. On God. On God. You don't, no, you don't understand. I was an r/nice guy, now I get to forcefully impregnate you. What the fuck, dude?
It's a very complicated issue, but generally, in times of war,
When you
Wait.
It's a very complicated issue, but generally, in times of war.
He said, no, it's not. You're R-wording them. That's really funny. Alec is a very distinguished debater. I do hope you guys check out Alec Gunter's channel after this because he is a really cool guy. How is it complicated? I don't. I mean, we can find out. We can find out why here in just a second.
You impregnate a woman against her will. That is.
It might. Yes, it is.
Okay, so your statement is your stance is that it's okay. Yes, in times of war.
99.9% of the time, no.
But there are situations where it's okay. Okay, so that's disgusting, and you're a fucking pervert. But go on.
Well,
no, please go on. I'd love to hear more about what you think about the world and your opinions on things.
Well, because
so Alec has now officially, I think, won rhetorically in this debate. Alec already won by this point because, like, there is no... Alec has already won at this point because there is no winning after you have told somebody, I am okay with sexual assault. No, he was saying 99.9% of the time. Yeah, 99.9% of the time, it's not okay to have sex with someone against their will. But then he said, in this rare instance of war, you know, when we need more people in our society, it's okay to forcefully impregnate women. in this rare instance, it's so bad, dude. It's so fucking bad. Oh man. So yeah, whoever Alec is debating here, I don't know how. Takes 9 months, by then it'll be gone. Oh god. 40, 25, I can get one more in. Nah. Oh, it's so good, dude. I don't know what you mean, nah. It's super good. It's based, actually. Oh my god, dude, it's so stupid. Politics is dumb. Remember that, everybody. Everybody, politics is dumb. Wait, where did I put the sock mace? Did I put it in my drawer? I think I put the sock mace. Yeah, W call out for Eric, or for Alec, yeah. No, see, that's what he wanted to get into. By the way, this has nothing to, I want to reiterate, this has nothing to do with trans issues. Like, we are so far off from trans issues right now that there's just no going back. There is no return from this conversation. But it's like there is no way that you're able to win a debate now if you're in this other guy's position, because you have argued in favor of sexual assault. You have already lost, homie. You have already lost. There is no going back from that. Anyway, moving on.
if you go into a war and you kill all the men, someone's gonna have to take care of the women.
Okay.
Someone has to do something with them. So
of course.
you enslave them.
by sexually assaulting them, of course, he says. I love what Alec is doing here, by the way. What Alec is doing is keeping him, like, held to this point. He is keeping his opponent just stuck on this point until he's gonna badger him with it. He's going to fucking, like, beat him over the head with it until there's nothing left. Because that is the best way to go about this if you're arguing with a moron like this. Like, they've already conceded that sexual assault is good. You are not gonna let them make any more arguments until you remind them of how dumb it is. There. Now, back to video.
You're right.
Well, they might fall in love with you. It might not necessarily be.
They might fall in love with you. What are we in favor of Stockholm syndrome? Are we gonna argue in favor of Stockholm syndrome here in like 5 minutes? Is that what's about to happen? For those who don't know, who might be watching the video later, Stockholm syndrome is a phenomenon in which people who have been kidnapped against their will have a certain fondness for their kidnapper. It's a weird phenomenon that we've noticed throughout history. Of just, like, people who have been kidnapped really, actually, unironically liking it. Like, I was here to watch the Escapist too, but politics is entertainment. Like, they might like them, exactly. They might like them. No, he said they might fall in love. They might fall in love with them. Oh my god, this is so good. What?
I asked you, is it okay to hold a woman down and forcibly impregnate her? To which you replied 99.99% of the time, no, but 0.01% of the time, yes, that's fine. And that's disgusting. I think that you are opening the door. Honestly, I think you're the degenerate here. I think that you're the one destroying Western society. Because you're the one trying to open the door for people to have unconsensual relationships with women, possibly even underage women. Because, it's just the population, right? We have to do it for the glory of our, our empire. I don't want to fuck the 14-year-old and impregnate her, but hey, whatever I need to do to keep the American bloodline pure, right?
This is great rhetorical strategy from Alec again. Because, holy shit, what was he going to do? Great rhetorical strategy for him to just say, yeah, impregnate the 14-year-old for the glory of, like, the American population. Like, when I said that, this guy Alec is debating has already lost, he already fucking lost. Alright, there's so much shit you can justify if all you care about is keeping the population alive. That was a W strat. Exactly. So rhetorically speaking, yes, already got the dub. When it comes to just arguing defensible positions, he's already doing pretty good too.
Like, this is disgusting. This is freak shit.
This would never apply. This would never apply.
What do you mean this would never apply?
Like the U.S., because the Sharia says for a concubinage to be allowed, they have to be polytheists. And the U.S. is a Christian country. Christians are classified as people of the book, not as polytheists.
So what, we created like a subclass of women who are allowed to be... Is that it?
So we have to create a subclass of women who are allowed to be raped. Oh my god. Dude, no fucking way is this dude real. No way is this guy real. There is... He thinks... There is no way this is real. Am I hallucinating, chat? Am I hallucinating? Am I actually hallucinating right now? Or did everybody else just hear him say essentially that we need a subclass of women who need to be sexually assaulted for the glory of it's like fucking all I can think of when I hear this shit, by the way. How do you get put into the classes? Yeah, what determines whether or not you're the, what would determine whether or not you're a part of the class that deserves to be sexually assaulted for glory of the country? Like, and also, what I was saying earlier is that when I think of, like, this guy saying, like, for the glory of America or whatever, for the glory of the population, I just think of fucking Papers, Please, of just, Gloria Listowska, Gloria Gleites Arestowska. Like, it's so stupid. The nationalism is crazy, first off. To where you're so obsessed with keeping your population alive that you justify sexual assault. But also, the fact that you think that there has to be a subclass of women that we don't know how to determine yet. We'll have to ask him how you determine which woman is in that class and which woman isn't in that class. Somehow, like, we're gonna have to arbitrarily determine it and figure out why this determination is valid for which subgroup of women should be sexually assaulted. Oh my god, there is so much shit to unpack. There's so much shit to unpack here.
No, because after the war is over, you free the slaves.
You're not making any sense. So during the war you can keep them, but after the war you have to free them.
Yeah, wait, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense at all. You have to make a distinction between when this person is or isn't in said subclass that can be sexually assaulted for the glory of the population, and then you also have to tell people why we even need that in the first place. I guess during war, and then you also have to somehow enforce this through law to free these women after the war is over? I don't get it. I don't understand at all.
Yes.
That's disgusting. I still think that's disgusting. You can just say you're at war still. First of all. And second of all, I don't think it's okay in any...
Yo, I'm at war with my demons. Time to go. I'm at war with my demons, chat. We gotta go sexually assault a woman in the lower class. Your honors personally is in the sexually assaulted class, therefore you can't put me in jail nor fine me for the crimes that I've committed. I was saying I'm at war with my demons, that shit hit too, but goddamn. Your honor, my client said we're in the middle of wartime. Your honor, my client is at war with his demons. He can sexually assault this woman of a lower subclass. Wait, would there be men that fit into this category if women needed to sexually assault men to keep the population going because they're running low on women? Would the opposite apply? Chat, we need to know. Would the opposite apply? Would the opposite apply or not? Would we be able to have a society where women sexually assault men and get away with it because I think some crazy men would actually not mind as well? True. This is what being a bottom has this is what the existence of bottoms has done to our society. Oh, this man is asleep. That's crazy. My man is asleep. Give me his loot. Give me his loot, motherfucker. Nurse, drop him. I need his loot. Damn it. Okay, I need to finish this video or I'm gonna lose my mind. We have 10 minutes left on this fucking... 15 on this debate. Holy shit.
Well, you know, we can have an opinion on this matter.
Sure, but I think that my opinion is normal and yours is disgusting and you're a pervert and a freak. So why should I listen to anything else you have to say on anything?
Well, because people who thought the way I thought built the world that you're living in right now.
I don't care. They're dead. They're
dead.
I don't care. They're dead. El Bozos. Karl Marx? How you doing, Karl Marx? The hair and the beard is what doesn't make me think it's Karl Marx. Oh, we're at nightly roll call. I'm gonna spend the next day, by the way. In game, the next day, my plan is to, what's it called? Well, isn't it, well, it's a good world, isn't it, then? Yeah, I don't understand anything that was argued here. Like, not a single thing that was argued here. This man has just to be clear, we are still arguing about trans people somehow. Somehow this is gonna loop around to being about trans people. But right now he's talking about. Instead, he went to the abortion argument after saying that like Christianity has been cucked by the Jews, and then he said that Islam is the only like factual religion. That was an actual thing he said earlier in the debate. If you want to watch the full VOD up on YouTube, and Now he's talking about how there's a society that he wants to build where you can sexually assault women of a lower subclass if you're in the middle of a war. I we are so far away from reality right now. Oh shit, it's Peyton. Hey Peyton. I'm gonna tell Peyton who's in my game later. Like, how did any of this become relevant, by the way? I wonder if the debate's got a wife. Refresh? Nice. What if the debate's got a wife? Not anymore! Not anymore.
You're dead. And also, you're wrong. You tell yourself that to justify to yourself that you are fine with that's what
that you're fine with sexual assault, he said.
I mean,
maybe some of them were, but they didn't. Rape was not an essential part of them building the world that we live in. That was not an essential element of that.
What do you live in the northern United States? If you don't mind me asking, or the southern United States?
I live in Ohio.
Okay, so you don't live in. I live in the southern United States. You know, there's a lot of. I mean, I don't even know how we got sidetracked on the conversation.
Wait. What does this have to do with why it's okay to sexually assault women of a lower subclass in wartime? Chat, please, somebody explain what being born in Ohio has to do with your opinion on whether or not rape is okay. Unironically. What does this have to do with him saying rape is okay in very specific instances? What does any of this... Why am I watching this? I hate this. The grift is gonna go crazy, though. Your Honor, here in Ohio, it's okay. No. What he is saying is that because Alec Gunter here grew up in Ohio, he wouldn't be, what's the word here? Because Alec Gunter grew up in Ohio, he wouldn't be able to understand why rape is okay. In this specific instance, against this very specific subgroup of women. Yeah, no, it's a really dumb argument. It's a really dumb argument. Like, I'm waiting to hear it, but he was like, yeah, no, I grew up in the southern United States, so obviously you didn't either. You didn't grow up in South U.S. Like,
I don't either.
Going back to abortion. Going back to the conversation.
But now that we've established that there are situations where it's okay in your mind.
Wait, no, I was gonna say, this is, funnily enough, him bringing up the fact that this is like a North v South thing isn't actually racist, unless maybe it's a dog whistle. I don't think it's a dog whistle. I think he's literally just saying like, hey, I grew up in a society that told me that this was okay, therefore it's okay. Or something like that, like something really weird. But again, we're not even talking about like race here. We're talking about whether or not it is okay to sexually assault women in the middle of wartime, and only if that woman is of a specific subclass, and maybe men too, if it's in his ethical framework, like if his ethical framework allows for it. I don't know what's going on.
Let's get back to well, we were originally talking about trans people, and I know that you think they're gross and yucky and whatever. I think that it's gross and yucky to allow for...
Honestly, if you think trans people are yucky and then you justify sexual assault, you're... I don't even wanna... I forgot to... Chad, I forgot to do the thing. I forgot to finish my job. Alright, let me go back to my desk and grab the trowel. God damn it. That way during next work time I'll be able to... Wait. Most people that go to school hate trans people? Really? I would argue that intellectually speaking, more people than not would be in favor of supporting trans people, or would be in favor of affirmative healthcare, right? of like, I was about to say affirmative action. Well, yours, yeah. So I guess you're in like high school, I'd say, where a lot of people are just edgy. Can I buy duct tape off of any of you? Christ, I don't want to steal my own. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is because, like, intellectually speaking, a lot of people would be in favor of trans existence, especially considering the idea of sex, not gender, the idea of sex. You know, like male, female, isn't binary. Even sex itself isn't binary. Like, male and female aren't the only two sexes. There are intersex people out there. Like, it's bimodal. Scientists have all said it's bimodal.
In any situation, but please continue about why autogynephiles are the real perverts here.
Autogynephiles are the real perverts because they live in a manner.
Do they think that you're allowed to fuck people during war? Like, that's okay.
Very few.
He's literally saying, like, hey, do they agree with your stance? If they're the real if they're the real creeps, right? If they're the real creeps, do they think it's okay to have sex with a subclass of women during wartime against their will?
Very few, right? So the answer is no. They generally don't, correct?
They generally don't.
Okay, so then why is convince me that an autogynephile is less perverted than you?
Oh, and just for the sake of chat, I don't want to get this wrong, right? I don't want to, like, explain it in a dumb way, so I will Google the definition, then try to break it down, right? For autogynephile, which is what they're referring to here. So, autogynephile. So, onogynephilia, derived from Greek for love of oneself as a woman, is a term coined by Blanchard for a male's propensity to be sexually aroused by the thought of himself as a female. So it's basically like guys getting turned on by what if I had tits, which isn't what we're referring to here. Oh, I need a crowbar? God damn it. I'm trying to learn this prison at the same time, so if I don't reply to everything, that'll be why. Oh yeah, all good. So, one thing, Phaser, if you really want to easily break out of this prison, like super easy breakout, it's what I'm doing right now. There's literally just a room here that cops don't enter. You can just dig a hole right here. There's even a note that says it. Look, we go here. Been watching this location for several days, yet to spot a guard enter. Nothing, noting as a possible location to dig from. Oh yeah. Easiest prison to escape, honestly. Medium difficulty, my ass. You just have to make pickaxes and a shovel, and just keep making them. It takes a minute, but you get out.
An autogynephile is less perverted than me or the other way around. I'm less perverted than an autogynephile for two reasons. Because, I will have children. An autogynephile has sterilized himself. He will not contribute.
Wait. Not only are we just, like, wrong on what an autogynephile is, as we just Googled, because it's not what a trans person is, but also they don't sterilize themselves. They just get off to the thought of themselves being a woman, I guess. So they're just, like, turned on by, like, thinking they're a woman for short periods of time. I don't think they're just constantly horny enough to, like, straight up sterilize themselves, as he's described.
To the world.
He also won't hurt people.
No, I don't, because I'm not in a state of...
No, I said the autogynephile won't. I'd rather somebody castrate themselves than somebody.
On God.
Would you?
But, I mean... I would rather, honestly, it's a very hard situation because both are horrible.
Oh, it's difficult to decide whether it's okay to a person, right? I hear what you're saying. That's really gross.
Even out of something as an evil...
Yeah, I still love the fact that we are basically like, what Alec is doing here still is grabbing this guy by the fucking neck. You know how really bad dog owners will, like, shove their dog's head in, like, whatever piss or shit is on the floor to make them like, look at what you did type shit, like, get them as close to the shit on the ground as possible, like getting their face right up in it. That's basically what Alec Gunter is doing to this poor man who said rape is okay. He's like, look at what you said, motherfucker. Stay there. Put your fucking head in it. And it is working really fucking well.
In normal situations, as you know, a child can be conceived and a new soul brought into this world is always an amazing thing. But a man who castrates himself,
no, it's not. No, it's not. You know what? It's not an amazing thing. Let me paint a picture for you. How about when a 13-year-old child gets fucked by her uncle, all right, and then she is forced to carry that birth to term for 9 months, throwing up, bleeding, having morning sickness, pains, having to go to school, homework on top of all that, giving up sports, not being able to hang out with her friends because she has to go to a fucking gyno appointment. It's awful. And then what do you get at the end of that? You gotta fucking, if she lives, by the way, if she lives and doesn't sustain long-term or serious injury, you know, assuming that that is all true, what do you get at the end of that? You get a baby that she cannot take care of, did not ask for, and is likely going to not have a very good life. So
well,
what's just tell me, convince me that that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, he did say beautiful, didn't he? Now he's saying, like, convince me that what I have just described, again, which is a very common thing for rape victims, like there are many, many instances of these poor fucking women, dude, having to withstand their grandparent or like their uncle, right, or some family member having sex with them against their will, them getting pregnant and having to go through the entire pregnancy while just constantly under the state of depression, under physical ailment for 9 fucking months straight, having to miss out on time with friends because you're at gyno appointments. And he's saying, like, hey, tell me how this is beautiful. You said it's beautiful with your own fucking mouth. Tell me why it's beautiful. And there's just nothing that that this person can say about it.
it's beautiful because a new soul, a baby boy or a baby girl.
Right, so you think that is beautiful. You think that is beautiful, yes?
I say you think that sexual assault is beautiful. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, Alec was right to censor the latter half of this debate. Holy shit.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Of course. It's just okay in some circumstances. And if you're the product of that is beautiful, yes? That's what you think about.
Yes, the human life being created in any circumstance is the most beautiful thing on this planet.
Are you trolling?
No, I'm not trolling. I mean, a human life.
Okay.
Think about it.
I am in shock. He better be trolling, and I love that Alec asked, like, hey, dude, are you like joking with me right now? Like, tell me you're being like facetious right now. Like, just tell me you're joking, and I will throw this whole thing away right now, and not sit here and paint you as the creep that you are. And holy fuck, dude, if this guy isn't trolling, I'm gonna lose my shit.
If your parents didn't have sex, they didn't conceive you, you wouldn't be able to enjoy and experience all the things you've experienced in your life.
I wouldn't know the difference because I wouldn't exist. There's like 1.5 million babies in my balls right now that will not get to experience life.
I want that quoted, by the way. There's 1.5 million babies in my balls that will never get to experience life. That is alpha shit right there.
That's why we should have as many kids as possible to bring as many of these half babies into existence as possible. Like me, I plan on having 15 kids. I'm gonna get married.
You found an easier escape now? Nice. I have studied this prison. Nice.
I'm scared for all of them, genuinely. I am terrified for all of them, and I think that you should have your hard drive checked. But go on.
Oh, he said, I think you should have your hard drive checked, chat. That is crazy. Having your hard drive checked is crazy. Because obviously he's insinuating that this guy is a pedophile, which there is a thing to be said here. Hard drive checked, damn. Exactly. So probably true. Yeah, so the thing is, we can't prove with 100% certainty anything at all. But, hear me out. There's this nice little system we have called inductive reasoning. Bro just gave me golden shears for no reason. Apparently one of the rewards of finishing someone's quest is golden shears. So, um, wait, damage repaired. Well, that was the reward. Yeah. Damn. Free rewards, yeah. Like, goddamn. Perimeter breakout, honestly. It won't be your damage, don't worry. No, I was wondering about the hidey hole a little bit. Just a little bit. I was just a little worried. My hole is still there. Cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Dude, I am losing track so hard because this debate has been like absolute insanity with zero fucking. Oh god, how do you even cope with this? Like, how do you go home to your family after talking about this? Like, how do you call your mother the next day, knowing that she watched this video? Because Alec Gunter is a relatively popular channel out there. On the left. If you find a yellow can of soda, 3 paint buckets, a mini screwdriver, you can skip way faster. A mint and a screwdriver. Well, I mean, I could do that, but I'm just trying to escape normally, and I want to really focus on it, but it's hard to. When I'm just, like, really focused. What's slipped out of my pocket? Yeah. I am way more focused on this video than anything else right now. Because what the fuck is happening?
Why should I get my hard drive checked?
Because you told me that it's okay, dude. Why the f do you think you should have your hard drive checked,
The
dumbass?
snake! I'm taking him with me when I
I never
escape.
look at, that's considered zina of the eyes, and, we're always being watched by 2 angels. The angel on the right side counts all of your good deeds.
Does the angel think that is okay?
Does the
The
angel think that
is
rape
a
is
slave of
okay?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the angel believes in Sharia. So, the angel understands that in times of war, polytheists might get taken captives, and
they're fine with that.
it might happen. But,
It might,
the
right?
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treated his slaves very nicely, and he's the role model for all of humanity.
Well, I'm glad that he treated
yelled
them
at his
nicely.
slaves.
It's
Never
rough.
once-
It is rough out there for a homie. Oh my god, what? Is this guy, like, actually serious? I can't tell. I really can't tell if he's being serious, and if he is, that is terrifying.
When you get treated poorly as a subhuman thing, right? That is subjugated at somebody else's leisure. Yeah, that's rough.
In Islam, slaves are not considered subhuman. Slaves have rights.
I don't.
You're not allowed.
Oh, they have some.
Oh, slaves have rights! Dude, what is this guy on right now? Chat, please tell me I'm not tripping right now. Are we watching the same video, chat? Chat? Slaves have rights, dude. According to Sharia law, slaves have rights, dude. Just get better. Lol. Elbozo, get better. Okay. What the fuck is actually going on here? I hate it. Fucking could just play this video.
Right, so that's good.
Yes, because there's always, slavery exists here in the U.S. too.
I know that.
It's just deregulated. When you work at McDonald's, you're a wage slave.
No, my man is arguing Marxism right now. My man is arguing actual socialist. Like he's using socialist talking points after admitting that rape is okay and that and that it's beautiful when an uncle molests their fucking niece. Oh god, and impregnates her at like 13. Never. No. Why does this guy have to argue in favor of things that I like after saying the most deplorable shit? This has just made me suicidal, unironically. What do I need for the upgrade? God damn it. Timber and duct tape. Okay. Let me go to the gym.
You know,
That's exactly like being. You're right, buddy.
no, I'm not.
Anything else?
I never made such a comparison. But going back
I
to
feel like we're at a point where there's so much that I can't talk about on this video because, like, he's just driving the point home further and further, and there's just, like, what's he doing with this prison? What are you doing next? You're gonna do another one? I don't even know yet. Does he have duct tape on him? I have no clue, honestly. I am just, like, in awe right now that a person like this exists in the world. Just remember, everyone who says that trans people are pedophiles, the call is always coming from inside the house. Which is my favorite prison? I haven't actually decided yet, because there are a lot of prisons out there, and I'm just... And when I say the call is coming from inside the house, I mean that they're usually the ones who end up doing the creepy shit. Okay. I'm looking for all the shopkeepers. I guess there's only 2 available right now. God damn it. I'm trying to get some duct tape. And I don't feel like looting people's desks all day. Especially with cameras watching.
Point that we're discussing here, of course, on whether or not, transsexuality. They've done the studies that it is a sexual thing. They've done the studies, the psychometric studies, where they play audio files about, about a woman getting dressed. Some of the transgender women, there's 2 groups, the ones that transitioned younger in life. Almost none of them experience any stimulation. The ones that transitioned older in life, something like 70% of them got stimulation. So just the science is right there. There is a sexual component to this, and that's highly disturbing.
I don't want to hear this man talk about stimulation when referring to children after the shit he's argued for. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Just remember, chat, if you ever encounter a motherfucker like this, you run, alright? You fucking run. I'm gonna have to do with censoring as well. Shit, I might get... Will I get banned? The fact that cross-platform isn't in Escapist 2 is crazy. On God. Okay, I did find duct tape eventually.
See? Disturbing.
Because if you look at where the West is heading, I mean, like my cousin, he decided to choose to live his life as gay, and he came with his boyfriend.
Okay, here we go. This is where it is. Remember, this is their thing. The West is going to fall. Like, me and my friend might have to download it on Switch, just play together. Damn. Which I don't mind because I got spare money, to be honest. But yeah, it is still annoying, right? Wait for it to go on sale. I don't need a brace, do I? Not for the next one, right? Here, let's find out. Wait, no. I didn't want to actually continue it. If it ever will, yeah. It's the one critique I have of this game, because I'm on PlayStation, by the way. PS5 specifically. Phaser. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, by the way. We're just gonna blame everything on this guy. Yeah, my Xbox Series X. Nice. Yes, IRW moment. You are W moment. Oh my god, thank you.
To come visit my grandma. And his boyfriend didn't even greet my grandmother.
Oh, how? Oh, the horror. Chat, the horror. The horror of this man's gay brother, his boyfriend, not greeting his grandmother. Oh, chat, it's so scary. This is the downfall of the West and why we need to hate gay people and also advocate for sexual assault. Holy moly. Prison. War. This is the best he has, dude. This is the best he can argue.
In self-centeredness, we're at a society at this point. You know, if you...
He should have...
He should have had his way with the grandmother instead. Wait, have you got a Discord server? Yes, I do. If you type in Discord in my Twitch chat right now, you will get a link to my Discord server. Everyone watching this on YouTube afterwards should go to my chat and do the same if you want to chill in here with me, because it's pretty cool down here. We stay vibing.
Yeah, well, because that's clearly something that you hold dear to your heart, is that, you know, people should be allowed to rape people in certain circumstances.
Well, no, but that would not...
So I think that would have made him less of a pervert in your mind, probably, if I had to guess.
Dude, I feel like there's not a lot I can talk about because Alec is just... I've already said he's fucking drilling it into his skull about why he's wrong for this take. Wait, you gotta give me... Wait, give me my... Is that what's going on here? I had to go in first? Dude, give me my... Dude, I don't have a trowel. I'm gonna get fired because it won't give me a trowel.
Became a soldier.
Instead of being gay,
war against polytheists. If he became a soldier and fought in a war against polytheists and captured some slaves,
and
then that would be...
And capture slaves to do what? Capture slaves to do what? Far less bad than doing what?
If they were polytheists, he's able to just marry them at his will.
Right, against theirs.
Oh, wait. He thinks... Oh my god, we found the subclass. Chat, I wasn't paying attention earlier. The subclass of women, he wants people to be allowed to impregnate forcefully during war. I'm gonna submit my Kapow camp run in your Discord tomorrow. Wait, yeah, he's referring to he's referring to pagans, or people who believe in multiple gods. He thinks if you believe in multiple gods, you deserve to be sexually assaulted. Oh my god. I just realized, because he was saying polytheists, right? People who believe in multiple deities. Oh my god, that's insane. That is actually insane. I am taken aback.
I mean, it depends on
if they're people or not. Are they people or not?
I would consider that man to be far more moral than a man who sits around eating, shitting, and having anal sex all day.
Why?
True. The Hindus are cringe. Also, wait, I wanna call something out really quickly.
Who sits around? Consider that man to be far more moral than a man who sits around eating, shitting, and having anal sex all day.
Why?
I mean, it's an abomination for a man.
So this is I don't know if you guys know the comedian George Carlin, the late George Carlin, rest in peace. He was a fine young man. Well, fine old man, I guess. He was hilarious, but he also was very... I feel like he was a philosopher with a sense of humor, if anything, because holy shit, he was based. He was super based for a lot of his comedy, right? And his take on people that he just described, like the people who just sit around and do fucking nothing, just shit in they just shit. They play video games or whatever. He said I think it was someone who sits around all day just beating off compared to a Christian conservative is more moral, because when he looks at Christian conservative, he sees someone who will cause a lot of fucking harm, right? And actively go out of their way to hurt other people who are just minding their business. And when he sees some lazy bum sitting on the couch jacking off, you know what he sees? Someone who's not causing any fucking problems. like he specifically said that. And I agree to that sentiment right now. In my mind, it is more moral. You are more of a morally upstanding guy if you're just sitting on your ass all day doing nothing, than if you're like this guy and you think that going to war and having your way with people who believe in multiple gods against their will. Yeah, I think they're more. I think they might be more morally defensible than this guy.
Abomination for a man to stick his male organ, the defecation organ. I mean, that's why HIV.
Oh my God, he's doing the AIDS is caused by gay people, quote again, which has been scientifically disproven. It was just a result of a lot of sex in general. Like, if a straight person ended up being patient zero for HIV, oh my God, could you imagine how much better our society would be? Like, how much further we would have progressed in society instead of being like the blacks and the gays did AIDS. If it was like an American STD that was contracted via vaginal sex originally, oh my God, dude, they would have no problem. They would be like, oh, this is such a detriment to society. But they would never say that it was directly caused by, like, black people or gay people, like conservatives back when AIDS was prominent did. Oh my God, fucking Christ.
Exists HIV is a gift from God to punish degenerates, in my view.
Oh my God. Chat. I don't want to do this anymore. I genuinely don't want to, because I am just like, I don't know how much further down this rabbit hole I want to go, considering this is my second ever reaction video. I didn't pre-watch this, and you can tell because I don't know if I want to finish it. I really don't know. God damn it, how do I make a... Oh, I need another tool handle and a crowbar. I'll buy your duct tape. I can't believe this. What the fuck? So duct tape, crowbar, and wood, right? No, tool handle. Can I make a tool handle? I can. How do I make it? Timber and a shiv. So, or not shiv, a, I don't know. I'm gonna force myself through it for the sake of content, and I'll save the VOD for another time and upload it afterward. But I do want to get some Spider-Man content out first. Can I buy that shiv off a 55? God damn it. Who am I delivering to? Ah shit, ah shit, ah shit, ah shit, ah shit. Damn it, I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out. There was no way to get in there. Fuck. I'm losing a crowbar and I'm losing my job. Let's just finish this shit.
Because HIV, if you go around as a gay man, just getting bummed in the butt by a whole bunch of men, eventually will contract HIV. And up until very recently, like 20 years ago, so really not that recently, but up until 20 years ago, that was a death sentence. That was God punishing you for your sinfulness.
I think you're the world's punishment, honestly. I think that people like you are a blight, and I'd rather have super AIDS than like ever have another conversation.
But people like me built Malaysia.
People, what's a person like you? What's a person like you?
People who
go ahead, explain yourself. Sell yourself to me.
I'm a slave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I follow his messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I do my best to model my life after the way Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam lived, and the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to live in the Quran. Okay. And this is what brought you algebra. This is what brought you.
Did you invent?
Religious fanaticism and the defense of forcefully impregnating women during wartime. That is what did it, boys. That is what gave us algebra. That is what gave us algebra, chat. Let's go. Remember to thank your local, make sure to thank your local forceful impregnator for their great work. Oh my god, what is this guy even on right now?
Oil, no, but Muslims, people who thought the way I think.
Is algebra in the Quran?
No, but Islamic.
I found a really fast way to escape rattlesnake. Nice. Man. Although it's easy. I just want to finish this video, honestly, and then go to bed.
But quasars are in there. Surah 88. It says, "Beware of the knocking star." And quasars.
Well, that is a thing that I use in my daily life. Is quasars. It's a good point.
Well, it's just an evidence of the Quran's divine order. I mean, the oil that was used to make the very glasses that you use to get around in life was most likely extracted from a Middle Eastern country.
Oh,
where the
so
oil
where can I find that part in the Quran? When they did that?
When they did what?
When they extracted oil and sent it all over the world and caused an industrial revolution.
That is not mentioned in the Quran.
Right.
Because it's not there. None of it happened because it didn't fucking happen. I hate this so much. And then I got my dad vacuuming in the background. God damn it. This is gonna be the worst VOD ever.
They don't consider it that important to their religious.
Right, because it's not.
So then why are you bringing it up?
The point is that someone who thought the way I thought brought you the things that you use to function in a society.
They did not think the way you think. They ascribed to the same religious affiliations that you.
This is what all Muslims believe. This is orthodoxy. There's no such thing as a moderate Muslim.
You think you represent all Muslims right now?
I mean, I'm just telling you what I've been taught by my imam, by the sheikh.
Did his mom teach him that it's okay to forcefully impregnate people during times of war?
At the local
that better be his
masjid
question.
I go to, from reading Islamic sources, this is the standard view.
Standard view, okay.
This is the standard view, and any Muslim who tells you otherwise, so-called Muslim who tells you, actually no, women don't have to wear the hijab. Actually, it's okay to be gay. They are not Muslims. They are apostates. And if they don't amend their ways of thinking, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, but it's very likely their destination would be hellfire.
Okay. So you go to hell for being gay or being an autogynephile or whatever, but concubines...
Well, not for being gay. You don't go to hell for being gay.
Oh, okay.
You go to hell for acting on sodomy.
Right, for acting. So as long as you remain closeted, you're fine.
Yes.
That's crazy. Just remember, guys, if you're gay and also Muslim, you just have to stay in the closet, and then you won't you know, you won't be then you won't be in trouble. You won't be in trouble with God. God will not kill you or punish you with eternal hellfire if you just hide who you truly are and just cower in the closet like a faithful little bitch. God is graceful, by the way.
Because,
Right.
you know, if someone's been tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's a sign that Allah loves them. So if someone is gay, they're feeling gay desires, that's a sign that Allah Azza wa Jal is testing them. Because they're tempting them to sin, to commit one of the Quran calls it the most vile sin known to man.
As opposed to which is fine.
Well, is not fine under most circumstances. Under
Right, but
certain situations.
okay, so how many circumstances is it okay to fuck another man? For me,
it is never okay.
Right. So then you are saying that it's more fine than being gay, yes? Than gay sex.
Yes. Yes.
I think we're done, buddy.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You as well. Later. Sorry, just banning and blocking that guy, because holy shit. Well, they didn't last quite as long as I thought it would, but we learned a lot, I think. So, Dubsy, or whoever ends up editing this, I need you to put this in post after the debate. I got an email from our friend Oliver, the guy who was on for, the one who likes, right? The one who's okay with it. And he sent me an email because I told him in YouTube chat, I said, you're abhorrent and the sooner you die, the better, right? And I stand by that. And he sent me an email. So let's read it. Hello, Mr. Gunther.
This is about to be really good. This is about to be really good, chat. I think staying was the right choice.
I'm sorry that you found my perspective on concubine as just repulsive and degenerate. I found our discussion very interesting and mind-opening, although I will have to agree to disagree with you on all the matters discussed. One thing that I was not able to get into during our discussion is that Sharia does penalize rape when not in cases of war. Oh, well, as long as not in case of war. If the man is married, he will be stoned to death, and if he is unmarried, he will be given lashes and deported. Cool. So it's a little bit of government-sanctioned violence on there, like that. If he used a lethal weapon, he could even be crucified. I am not an expert on Sharia, and I apologize for any confusion. Well, that cleared that right up. I very much hope you can invite me on your show again. Not happening. I very much enjoyed our conversation, and further debates can help propagate my view, if mine is the correct one, or help propagate your view, if yours is the correct one. May Allah guide and bless your faith. You are a disgrace to Allah, my friend. Allah will strike you down. He will smite you until there is nothing left but ash of your body.
I need to reread that. I very much hope you can invite me on your show again sometime, as I very much enjoyed our conversation and further debates could help propagate my view. Why would we want to propagate your view, dude? Why would anyone in their right mind want to propagate the view that it is okay to assault people? No, this is what I mean by these slimy little weaselly fucks on the right who will find like any large creator online and then argue like either Nazi shit or they will argue in favor of pedophilia, or they'll do some really gross shit, right? And then they'll just be like, "Oh man, I can't wait to come back onto his show and talk about it more and keep getting them platform dollars." Ooh, when all the freaks of nature who already agree with me come by, ooh, they're gonna love me, and that means they're gonna give me money and resources. I don't get it.
I hope you understand. I think I have a couple Muslim friends, and let me tell you something. They would never, ever, ever stand by you. They would cast you out. I think most Muslims would, actually. I think Muslims would find you repulsive, my friend. And if they don't, if you're in circles with Muslims who don't find you repulsive, you're hanging out with the wrong Muslims. Suck my dick, and you're never coming on my show again because you're disgusting, and I hate you. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please...
Gunter, thank you for doing this. Thank you for arguing with people I would have already hung up on like 20 minutes ago. Because I just can't stand that. I can't handle people like that. It's so, ugh. Fuck. That's my answer to all this. Also, why is this rope still here? Have you guys noticed the rope is still here? Do cops just like not walk this way? Do they just not do 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 do? What's the next art? No, he finished. He finished the video. That's it. He finished the video. I am just glad that that man decided that. I'm just glad Alec Gunter here was willing to debate the guy for long enough to get these views out of him. Because holy fuck. Oh my god, I would never. If it were me debating that guy, I would have hung up on him like god, like the moment he started advocating for the forced impregnation of people who think they're multiple gods. The moment he brought that up, I would have been like, okay, dude, you're obviously a fucking joke, and I'm not gonna let you continue to allow my audience to hear this stupid shit. Like, I am not going to let you physically harm my viewers with the cringe that you have provided me. And I would have hung up on him. So the fact that Alec stayed long enough to do that, I am so grateful. He has the patience of a goddamn saint compared to me. I am just, oh my god, dude, that's so disgusting. What? That being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's day or night, whichever it is. And please never end up like this guy who is in favor of not only Sharia law and the forced impregnation of polytheists, but like, oh my god, just never end up like him, please. I'm begging you. And if you guys actually show more support for this kind of content, I will keep doing it. I just like I want to be a person of the people. And I will be making more of this content as well as the shit that I want to make, though. So I will be still uploading Spider-Man 2 whenever I get off my ass and edit it. But until then, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you around when I'm not dead inside.